Welcome to the Geeks and Greeks podcast, where we bring you the latest and greatest in the world of sports. We couldn't be more thrilled to kick off this exciting journey with all of you. In this podcast, we'll dive into everything from game recaps to news and hot takes. Whether you're a diehard fan or just someone looking to stay in the loop, there's something here for everyone. So grab your favorite team's jersey, settle in with some snacks, and let's get ready for an adrenaline-packed ride through the world of sports. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of the Geeks and Greeks podcast. It's going to be a good one today. I can't wait. So, today's episode, a little bit later on, we are going to be doing, in honor of the Olympics getting an official flag football team in games, we're going to be doing a flag football draft. So,
yeah, I'm so excited about this, guys. I'm stupid excited that football is an Olympic sport. I shouldn't be this excited that football is an Olympic sport. I am really, super into this. I know it's flag football and it's not quite the same, but it's still football, damn it. And I really hope I'm going to go. it's complete cross-country. If you can't tell by my shirt, I'm from Philly. But I want to get there, man, when it's in LA. It'd be so cool to see football played in the Olympics.
I just can't see you in Los Angeles.
I'll be as red as my shirt, that's for sure.
I mean, it doesn't get that hot.
Summer Olympics,
I mean, it doesn't get that hot in LA, but it doesn't get warm. But no hotter than Philly, but there's no humidity really. That's the nice part.
But with that, we'll move along to the flag football draft.
I want winners. I want people that want to win.
All right.
We will start with Adam, and then followed by Pete, and then I will take up the third spot, and we will do a snake draft until we have filled up all 10 spots of our dream flag football draft.
Real quick before we get into it, do you want to break down, Tom, of how the roster is going to be constructed for the flag football teams in the Olympics?
Sure. Well, in the Olympic style of flag football, a roster is 10 players. 5 on offense, 5 on defense. The offense side of the ball has 1 quarterback, 3 running backs / wide receivers, and 1 center. But the weird thing about the center is he becomes a legal target after he snaps the ball. So, in essence, you can have 4 wide receivers, 4 running backs, however you want to divvy this up. As far as the defense goes, it is made up of linebackers, corners, and blitzers. The only rule on defense is you can only have 2 or less blitzers. Everything else is however you want to design your defense. The NFL has imposed a regulation on America that no more than 1 player from each NFL team is allowed to go to the Olympics for the USA. So we are going to likewise follow that regulation. The Geeks and Greeks draft has 2 more rules. We are going off of the teams that these players were on in 2024, so for our purposes, Aaron Rodgers is still a Jet.
Sorry, New York.
And also, they had to be an active player in 2024, so you can't draft Tom Brady, as much as it would be kind of cool. And finally, each player has to have been born in the United States I know there's ways to get around this rule, but for the most part, that's what we did for the Geeks and Greeks draft, is they had to be born in the United States. So players like Jordan Mailata, who is from Australia, will not be eligible for our draft. Sorry, Pete.
So
That's all right.
then I'll have a question for this then as a qualifier for born in the U.S. So say someone like Penei Sewell, who was born in American Samoa, would he count for Team USA? Because he was born in American Samoa, but not born technically in the States.
Does Samoa have an Olympic team? I think.
I don't think so. I think those guys count for I think they count for the U.S., but I'm not sure. That's one of those gray areas.
Ooh.
I'm looking it up right now.
I mean, if Samoa had their own team, my God, that'd be terrifying.
They've been participating in the Summer Olympics since 1984.
Okay, so Penei Sewell would count for the Samoan team. Wow, that'd be terrifying.
Yep.
There are so many Samoans in wrestling. Like, could you imagine
also
them all
play
going and
football,
playing
though,
flag
too.
football? That would be so great.
Like, a lot of them played football, too, in college,
Yeah.
especially.
You know what?
Oh,
You're
my
right.
God.
That's going to be nuts.
Like,
Maybe
you could
we
pull-
won't win.
Oh, yeah, you could pull,
Samoans might win.
Reigns and all them in to play for, flag football for the Samoa.
Well, I mean, Roman Reigns
Uh-huh.
is from Sarasota.
Oh, that's right. I thought he actually was born in America as Samoa, but either way, there's a lot from
maybe.
Samoa. Like, hello to
Yeah.
Yada.
Is it JT Mateo?
Yeah.
JC Mateo, that's it.
But yeah,
Can't-
I mean, that all of a sudden just became terrifying.
Anyway,
So, Adam, on your fantasy flag football team, who are you choosing first?
So my number one pick, I'm actually going to go for my center pick first,
wow.
and I am going to take Cam Jurgens.
Okay.
From Philadelphia.
Yeah, I could see that.
I was thinking about taking Penei Sewell, but since he does not count, I had to make a pivot.
All right.
And that is that is also my eagle off the board.
Damn it. That's okay.
That's where you were going, wasn't it?
It's okay. I only got like 2 eagles on my board. I'll be all right.
All right, Pete.
Okay, I got like 3. Damn it, dude! You just took Saquon Barkley off the fucking table. You son of a bitch.
No, you can still pick an eagle.
No, I can only take one eagle.
You can't.
Yes.
All right, no,
Yeah.
that's right. We're making our own teams. Holy
Yes,
shit!
yes.
I thought I couldn't get anybody on.
No, yeah. I can only take one. We can each take like one person from a team. So
Okay.
if he's the only eagle I can take. So I can't take Saquon
I just
now.
scared the hell out of myself. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
You just killed off half of Pete's list.
I just killed Peach Dreams.
Oh God.
All right, Pete, who are you drafting for your team?
I got to take Saquon first. Then now that I'm thinking about it.
You took my center.
Sorry, dude. I'm gonna draft him as a running back, though.
Well, so am I, technically. He's going to snap the ball, then run like crazy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, since he made it to me, I got to take Mahomes.
Nice.
And to wrap around, I was wrestling with this choice because one of the big rules for flag football is no contact. And this guy is one of the best running backs in the league, but his style is very contact friendly. So I don't know how it's going to translate, but I can't pass up on Derrick Henry.
Yeah. It's a good pick. You know, I debated picking Mahomes. He's actually not on my board. I went for recency bias, of course. but I was looking for more passing yards because the quarterback can't really sneak in a flag football game.
Nope. No sneak.
And because of that, the number one for receiving yards in 2024 with almost 5,000 yards. He had 49, 18, and 43 touchdowns, also led the league in that. I am taking Joe Burrow from the Cincinnati Bengals.
He was my number 4.
He was also my number 4.
He was my number 1, so we're clearly not ranking him similarly.
It's funny because I didn't even have Mahomes ranked on my board because I wasn't planning on taking a quarterback like quickly. So I knew he'd be gone before I was even planning on taking him, so I didn't even bother ranking him.
Fair enough.
All right, so since 2 quarterbacks are taken, I don't have to worry about taking a quarterback anytime soon. So I'm going to go with my first receiver, which is going to be CeeDee Lamb from Dallas.
Okay.
That is a fine Dallas choice.
And then I'm also going to... I want someone that can just kind of take off and just go, and if we need to, just go deep. I'm taking Tyreek Hill out of Miami. And just run past everybody and just go over the top if need be.
Okay. Pete.
All right. I think... I think that I am going to go with another running back wide receiver pick for my next pick. And I am going to go with Scary Terry, Washington Commanders, Terry McLaurin. He's been in the league for 6 years, and of those 6 years, he has had 5,000-yard seasons. That is damn consistency for catching the ball, I'd say.
Especially with not having a quarterback.
Yeah. Scary Terry is a good nickname for him, and I am terrified that he's still in Washington.
Yeah.
It's really...
He's got, probably a good 5 to 6 years left on his career.
Yeah, at least. You know that Debo's there?
All right. Well, I am going to go for 2 wide receivers. And I'm glad I don't have to make the choice between the 2, and I'm just going to say Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
There you go.
I didn't expect him to come back around to me, to be honest.
Well, he might not. Pete, what's up?
I am going to go ahead and actually switch to defense.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take Blake Cashman from the Minnesota Vikings.
I didn't even have him on my board.
Oh, me either.
So I went with... What did I go with for him? I think I went with tackles. I don't remember why I brought him on my board.
He looks like
maybe that was a bad pick, but I'm going with it. This is a problem when I prep too early. I don't remember what I was thinking on Monday when I made this list.
All right. Well, I'm also moving. I was also planning on moving to defense at this point too. So I'm going to take my rusher, And I'm going to go with the man that led the NFL in sacks this last season, Trey Hendrickson from the Bengals.
Hey, there you go.
He was on my list.
And then I'm going to go for my first defensive back, one of the two corners who was the first All-Pro cornerbacks for this season, Derek Stingley Jr. from the Texans.
Hey, look at that. That's actually somebody who's on my list.
Not mine. Where is he?
Houston. First team All-Pro cornerback.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble finding him. What's his last name again?
Stingley.
Oh, there he is.
Man was a beast this season.
I apologize. I heard you plainly say Texans, and I still chose Titans.
I will clearly tell you that there are absolutely no Titans on any of my lists on this.
I got one, and he's on the very bottom of my list. And I find it hilarious that the Bengals is the first team removed from contention now. How did that happen?
Because they have good players, they just don't like to pay some of them.
Pete, your next player.
My next player. Let's see. I am going to go out to Cleveland, and I am going to grab Denzel Ward.
He was on my list. I was surprised I found someone from Cleveland to put on my list.
You know, I was too.
Like, I really thought about Nick Chubb, but I wasn't... Him coming off that ACL, that just bad knee injury, I wasn't sure, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, especially since the Olympic... I know we're basically drafting it as if it was this year, but
yeah,
with the Olympics being 3 years out still, like, coming off an ACL, how many years do you have left?
Yeah. I mean, now if he's backing up Joe Mixon in Houston, like that'll help him a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
Go, Tom.
Well, I've only got... I can't pass up on him. He's the only Lion I have on my list. So, I am going to put up Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Nah.
That's the only line you have on your list? Wow.
Oh, I was mistaken. There's one more. But I don't
Okay.
get him now, so...
Nope. No, you don't.
And before I make my sixth pick, it is time for a word from our sponsor.
I love that. Hey guys, what's up? Before we continue our show, I want to talk to you about our new sponsor, Dubby. You ever feel like you need that extra oomph to power through those late night study sessions, clutch those game wins, or finish that epic video edit? I know I do, and I finally found something that actually works without the jitters or the dreaded crash. Let me introduce you to Dubby. That's right guys, we're partnering with Dubby and we're seriously hyped. Dubby is our new go-to energy drink and it is a total game changer. What makes it so different is first off, and this is huge for me, Dubby has no artificial dyes, plus it's all completely sugar-free, so you don't get that quick energy spike followed by a massive crash, and the taste is absolutely amazing. Dubby comes with a bunch of different flavors, such as Tiger's Blood, Green Apple, Strawberry Pineapple, plus limited time offers that do go quickly. I'm currently obsessed with the Tiger's Blood myself, but they're all really good. Alright, so how do you get your hands on this stuff? Head on over to dubby.gg and use our code GEEKS10 for 10% off your entire order. That's dubby.gg, DUBBY.GG. Seriously, guys, go give it a try. You won't regret it. We love this project, and I'm sure you will too. It's definitely been a game changer for us, and I'm stoked to be sharing it with the rest of you. Now, let's go ahead and get back to our show.
All right, and my next pick, I'm out of offense, so it's time to start digging into the defense. And I am going to go for a Bronco. Pat Surtain the second.
Dude, I swear somebody was going to grab him before I got a chance. That's why I didn't even put him on my board.
I'm surprised you picked.
Maybe I just didn't want to take the obvious picks, though, either. I don't know.
Yeah. I am surprised you picked so many offense before you picked your first defense there, Tom.
Yeah, I put more stock in the offense.
I mean, it's flag football, so you probably should.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably not wrong on that, but yeah.
Pete, who's your next player?
Well, since we're all talking about the Lions, I'm going to grab Jamar Gibbs before anyone else does.
He was the
put
other
him
one.
on my team.
You know, I'll be honest, I forgot about him when I was making my list. I had another line on my list, and it was neither one of those two.
Was it Kirby?
No.
The funny thing is I put Jamar Gibbs as my backup if I didn't get Saquon, and I ended up getting both of them.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Jahmyr Gibbs is the one who's got the most points in 2024 that wasn't a kicker.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's 16 touchdowns, man. That's a touchdown a game.
It's it's wholly an oversight on my part. I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna lie.
But Adam, you have 2 chances to make it up. What are you picking?
All right. Well, I'll finish off at least my receiver running backs right now. And since he's not here and we're projecting them to be healthy players, I'm going to take Christian McCaffrey from San Francisco.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. Good choice.
He was actually the only running back I had on my list. Because, like I said, I completely forgot about Jahmyr Gibbs. So, and like I said, I figured Saquon. I didn't put Saquon because I was planning on picking Cam Jurgens first. So
Yeah.
I didn't even bother putting Saquon down. All right, and then next, I'm gonna go ahead and take another defensive back, and I'm gonna take a guy that was he was, I think, second or third for comeback player of the year, and I think he was also all-pro second team this season, and that is Christian Gonzalez from the New England Patriots.
Oh, there you go. Damn it.
One of the few bright spots on this now terrible New England Patriots team.
They'll make a comeback, right?
I mean, maybe. I thought they were on a pretty good path with Gerard Mayo, but apparently everyone else thought no.
Give me a second. Sorry. Why can I not find this logo?
The Patriots?
Yeah.
The internet hates the Patriots.
Apparently.
It's biased to the Colts.
I've gone through this list like 12 times. Where is it? Okay, hold on a second. I'll just do this the hard way.
I'm like falling off the bottom of my camera here. Sorry. Fuck. Dude, I threw my back out like 2 weeks ago. Oh, it's hell sitting in this chair.
You need like a lumbar support for it.
You know, I got a pillow behind me that's kind of working.
There we go.
Yeah,
Oh, very sorry, very sorry.
You good?
there it is.
All right, Pete, your next pick.
All right. So I am going to go over to Baltimore, and I am going to pick up their corner, Marlon Humphrey. And I'm going to take his 6 interceptions, 1 to the house, and hope that it'll bring me some flag football championships, man.
You said Baltimore, right?
Baltimore, yep.
There he is. All right. All right, recover from that mess up. Now. Need a little... I'm just going to go for Sauce Gardner. And now that I've got my corners... I'm going to go for the highest paid defensive end in the league. Micah Parsons.
Ooh,
Micah Parsons.
I was honestly expecting Nick Bosa to be taken there.
He's actually next on my list, but I don't think, since everyone's going for defense, I don't think he's going to make it.
You never know.
Isn't this your pick, though? Your last
Nope.
pick?
I
Second
just
one.
did too. Nope. Pete,
Oh.
see you.
So it's back to you now.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, I am going to take the rookie out of Houston. He had 5 interceptions this year, and his nickname is apparently Super Glue, which I just found out. Caleb Bullock.
Nice.
From Houston?
Houston, yes sir.
Him. Okay. And he's defense, right?
Yes. Safety.
All right, and Adam.
All right. I'm going to take one more defensive back here, and I think he's going to surprise you. I am taking J.C. Horn from the Carolina Panthers.
No.
And he actually made the Pro Bowl this last season with 13 passes defended and 1 interception. And I was surprised that we had a Panther that actually had a pretty good stat line this season.
It's got to happen every so often, right?
Yeah. I mean, 2 sacks, 49 tackles. He had a pretty good year.
Yeah.
So, I'll take that. 13 passes defended and pretty good season, honestly. I'll take that for flag football. Because I was looking at it and I'm like, you know what? I'm not need to prioritize tackles as much because it's flag football.
Right. That's why I was looking more towards like interceptions and fumble recoveries.
Yeah, that's kind of what I started looking for too. Because I found some dudes. I'm like, oh man, these. I liked a lot of them, but I'm like, oh wait, I don't need tackles as much as I need passes defended and a bunch of that stuff. A lot more.
Adam, could I have your last defensive player? Because I'm pretty sure you're not going to take your quarterback until the very end.
So, my last defensive player is going to be from a team that one of the teams I absolutely hate in the NFL.
The
But
Giants?
it's too good to pass up on the player, and I'm picking TJ Watt from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
I was going to say, there's no one on the Giants. What are you talking about?
Nah, I don't care about the Giants. They suck. They're not worth the hate.
Pete, your next player.
Thinking. I think I'm going to go with the defensive back out of... Where's his team? Las Vegas Rams. Sorry.
What? Is it Las Vegas or Los Angeles? You mean Los
Nope.
Angeles Rams?
Yep, it's the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, okay.
LVR.
Raiders.
Sorry, I said Rams. I'm very good. For some reason, it doesn't have his team name at the top of the thing. It just says he was drafted by New England. But he's plays for the Raiders, or at least he did last year. Jack Jones.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how well I know defensive players, so
Not fair.
I was going very based on stats. He's got 3 interceptions, one of them for a touchdown. Those were kind of the stats I was focusing on.
See, I can't say much. I don't know defensive players until they make interceptions in the Super Bowl and make me look like an ass.
So Jack Jones was drafted by the Patriots in 22 and then traded to the Raiders during the 23 season.
There you go.
So
All right, then.
He's still in the middle of his rookie contract.
All right, so for my last two, I'm going for an amazing player on an absolutely awful team, and my second defensive end from Cleveland, Myles Garrett.
Ooh,
All right.
he's stacking the line, man.
And
You know the quarterback can't run, right?
you won't be able to do much of anything. No.
You're dropping Micah back in coverage.
Crap. And I can't end this draft without a homer pick. But it's not what you think.
All right.
From the Atlanta Falcons, Jesse Bates III
Oh, from Fort Wayne.
from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Nice.
He's actually a really good safety, too, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
He was on that Bengals team that went to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
He was their starting safety and actually played that actually is what got him paid in Atlanta.
Yeah,
'Cause
he.
Cincinnati didn't want to pay him, so Atlanta's like, "We'll pay you money."
All right, Pete, your very last pick of the draft.
So we are basing this on the team that they played for in 2024.
Correct. Yep.
So to be the Green Bay Packers, offensive lineman Josh Myers as my center. And I went based on the amount of sacks that the quarterback had on the offensive line. I know that's a weird stat, but that is completely what I based it on, nothing else. And unfortunately, he's my number 3 pick, but he's the only one that I can still draft.
So, Tom, is Derrick Henry going to be your center?
Yes.
Okay, I'm like, because you don't have a center right now.
Yeah, see, Tom
that's-
doesn't see the value of line.
No. No, see, what it is since the center is a valid target once he snaps the ball, to me that means you have 4 receivers. So,
I mean, that's fine, but they do have a rusher on the other side, so you do
Yeah.
kind of want to have somebody run interference so that
Yeah.
rusher's not just open to run into the quarterback and
Yeah. Although I
can be
guess I
fine.
kind of see Tom's thought process though, because really I'm like kind of thinking about it now, and outside of Samoa, I'm not sure which country is going to be able to field real challenges on the rusher part.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
So, but anyway, so for the, I guess, quote-unquote Mr. Irrelevant pick, which is ironically enough a quarterback at this point, because
It's Brock Purdy.
didn't
It's
have-
Brock Purdy.
oh, that'd be hilarious. Although I can't, because I've already got a 49er.
Yeah, you do.
So I already picked up Christian McCaffrey. Now, I'm actually going to have some fun with this one, because it's funny, because my first thought was actually a rookie last year. And I'm going to go ahead and take him, and I'm picking Jaden Daniels from the Washington Commanders.
Shit.
I didn't even think of him.
Like, I was really tempted to put Baker just to fuck with you guys since you hate Baker so much.
You know what's funny is Baker was on my board because I was going by yardage.
But I'm like, you know what? Jaden Daniels had a really good rookie season. He also had some rookie ups and downs and stuff, but I mean, he played really well for a rookie. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll give the kid some burn on this.
Yeah.
And honestly, of all these players, I actually see him making it to 2028 and being on the Olympic team.
Yeah.
I see him being in the mix at least. Yeah, I mean, I see them all being in the mix.
But for the second part of our fantasy draft, of our 3 teams, we need to decide on a definitive Geeks and Greeks fantasy flag football team. Starting off with the quarterback, who do you think is the best of the 3?
Well, I mean, the best of 3 is going to be, as of right now, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, I
if we're-
feel Joe Burrow's a little better than Mahomes in that regard because of the yardage.
Yeah,
I mean, Mahomes is more of
Ooh.
a scrambler, and
he's a good improviser.
yeah, you don't need that as much in flag football. You need a guy who's just going to stay in the pocket and throw a laser
Yeah.
beam of a pass.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say probably at this point, I'd say probably be Joe Burrow, honestly, especially with who the targets are and what the options are we have for receivers and everything else.
Yeah.
Thinking Joe Burrow?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised none of us took a tight end, to be honest with you.
I had one. I had Brock Bowers on my
I did
list.
too. I was really tempted to put Brock Bowers. I'm like, I gotta have at least a running back out here, though.
I don't know why, but it didn't even slightly cross my mind.
Actually, I was going to have Brock Bowers as my center if Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley were off the list. But
Brock Bowers wouldn't be a terrible center. That'd make a lot more sense than Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry can do everything, baby. Just snap that ball.
Except really catch a pass. He's not a really good pass catcher.
all right, now we need to vote on the 4 offensive players from our 12, and none of them, and you can't pick Jamar Chase.
All right, I think we should pick a lineman off the bat just to make sure
I'd
we
say-
have one.
Say Cam Jurgens then.
I'd agree with Cam Jurgens. No offense to Tom's plan, but like, who are you going to hand the ball to? Because you can do running plays. You don't have to
Yeah.
just do pass plays. And if you don't have a lineman, you can't really do running plays either. And if you have somebody like Derrick Henry being the lead blocker for Justin Jeffers doing a jet sweep, like that sounds like a terrible play.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think we're gonna. You're kind of outvoted on this one, Tom.
Yeah, all right. And if I got to lose, Cam Jurgens is a fine one to lose to.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
the best center in the league.
That's why I picked him.
Yep.
That's why I made him my first pick.
All right, so 3 more spots. Who we thinking?
I mean,
I
we can't pick Saquon, unfortunately. can
Yeah.
we? No, we can't.
No, we can't.
So at that point, I'd probably say, would it be Derrick Henry or Christian McCaffrey? Like, I'd almost vote McCaffrey just because he's more well-rounded. Like he can he's much more of a versatile player than Derrick Henry is.
And honestly, I still think Derrick Henry's going to have some trouble on the no contact part.
Yeah. I'll agree. Let's go with McCaffrey.
All right, and we need... All right, so I've got Cam Jurgens, Christian McCaffrey.
I'd say
2 receivers.
probably Justin Jefferson and Terry McLaurin.
Yeah. I mean, I do like Jamar Chase, but we can't go with him because of Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin he's just so consistent throughout his career. I'm kind of leaning towards him. It's probably biased because I'm an NFC East guy, but I'm going to lean towards Scary Terry.
Yeah.
All right, and Terry McLaurin. All right.
And then I had said Jefferson just because I think we need some speed. McLaurin's a good possession receiver.
I would go with
so is
Justin Jefferson.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. But it's like I don't want to keep just picking dudes off my team because I already picked Cam Jurgens and McCaffrey.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking either Jefferson or Tyreek Hill, honestly.
Yeah. I'm cool with Jefferson. Like I said, Jefferson's got the height too.
Yeah.
While Tyreek Hill's super fast, Jefferson's also got height and can go up and get it.
This is also the Olympics. I mean,
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill's not exactly the best of people. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'm cool with Justin Jefferson.
All right, and that brings us into the defense.
All right. So,
I'm
not...
Did we take the boys from Ohio and take Trey Hendrickson and Myles Garrett on the line? The two, I think they were number 1 and number 2 for sacks last year, weren't they?
I mean, that sounds like a good plan.
That does sound right.
I know Trey Hendrickson was first.
Yeah.
I know Garrett was second, but I know Trey Hendrickson was first for sacks.
We cannot pick Trey Hendrickson.
Oh, that's right, because
Joe Burrow. Yeah.
Yep.
I think Derek Singletary Jr., he was also on my list.
Stingley, yeah.
Stingley,
and like I said, he was a first-team All-Pro corner last year.
Yeah.
And
crap.
I think Pat Surtain was he also the first-team All-Pro last? I think he... if he wasn't, I know he's been first-team All-Pro before.
Surtain and Sauce Gardner were on the list. I know that.
Yeah, but Sauce Gardner has actually gotten worse every year of his career.
But he was
Yeah. It's just weird because, like, the first year, I think he won Rookie of the Year, and then, like, his stats have dropped off every single year since then.
Do we want the highest paid defensive player in the league, Micah Parsons?
I mean, I'm not going to say no to having a Cowboy on the team. So Patrick Surtain was also All-Pro team number 1, and he was also Defensive Player of the Year last year, too. So I'd say Patrick Surtain with Stingley on the corners.
Okay.
It's funny because I feel like Tom has probably the better defense out of the three of us. You picked it last. I mean, I feel like my ranking was just totally boned. I struggled to figure out how I would rank a defender in a game that you can't tackle.
Yeah.
Like, that was the biggest thing that got me with it. That was the hurdle.
I think that's going to be hard for all of them when they actually get in the game.
I'll tell you what I did look for was pass defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, passes defended. That's what I looked for a lot for my corners.
Yeah, that's what made me look at interceptions and sack.
Yep.
All right, so who did we pick so far?
We have Pat Surtain and Myles Garrett.
And we also got Derek Stingley as well.
Derek Stingley. I knew you said
Micah
one.
Parsons too.
And
we got Micah Parsons. So we need 2 more or 1 more?
One more. Derek. Who had Derek Stingley? There he is.
So we really need another secondary because that's 3.
Yep.
Yeah, so we have 2 rushers and 2 secondaries. So we need another secondary. I'm cool with Marlon Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey had a pretty good year as well.
All right.
And the Ravens are still an eligible team.
Yeah, All-Pro first team last year as well. And Pro Bowl, so...
All right. So that gives us our Geeks and Greeks Fantasy Football Team 2025 edition.
Hey.
With Joe Burrow as our quarterback, throwing to, well, Christian McCaffrey, Justin Jefferson, and Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
Yep.
And being protected by Cam Jurgens.
You can't really ask for better than that. if you only get one dude,
Yeah.
it's got to be from the U.S.
Heck yeah. Then on the flip side, we have Myles Garrett, Pat Surtain, Micah Parsons, Derek Stingley, and Marlon Humphrey.
Yeah.
I
mean,
like
honestly,
it.
I can
like
see
it.
this team being the Team USA like in 2028 minus maybe Joe Burrow and Christian McCaffrey.
You know, I wonder if they're going to make it that they have to be active players because, you know, the Olympics doesn't require you to be a professional athlete.
No.
It doesn't.
And there's no tackling. So, like, in theory, you could have one of the greats come back. Like, we could literally see Tom Brady come out of retirement to play a game.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I know Mike Vick played a flag football for the NFL in his 40s.
I mean, it's possible. I wouldn't put it past him. I mean,
Yeah.
who knows?
But also, it becomes even more of a reality when you realize that a flag football field in the Olympics is literally less than one quarter the size of an NFL field.
Jesus, I didn't realize the
Shit, then
field.
Peyton Manning could maybe do it too.
Because it's 50 yards from end zone to end zone,
Oh,
and then the field is 25 yards wide, which is
So it's like an arena football league then.
Yeah.
It's an arena football league.
it's ridiculously small.
Because
Wow.
that's the same size as the old arena football league field.
Yeah.
It's basically, I think, like a hockey arena. It's like the size of a hockey ring.
Right, yeah, that's what they played on usually.
Yeah, it was just because they left the boards in because the boards were still in play.
Yep. You could bounce off the boards and keep running. Man, I loved indoor football. It was a good time.
There was no out of bounds. You just take the hit.
Actually, I think after a while, once you hit the boards, you were considered out of bounds, but you could still get hit into the boards.
It was like, I think it had to do with whether or not the ball passed over the top or if you
Maybe
could
something
get
like
away
that.
from
Yeah.
whoever was putting you in the wall. One or the other.
Yeah, I like that you could have a running start. In the
Yeah.
arena football league, like that was so much fun.
I like that you could play off the net in the end zone, so you could throw it into the net and then catch it, and it would count.
Or like if you're a field goal and you miss and hit off the net and you could catch it and
Catch
just
it.
keep going.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Indoor football was fun.
Yeah. You can imagine Tyreek Hill getting a running start and then just go the entire length of the field.
Oh my god. He's only got to run 50 yards. There's no way that anyone's going to catch him. It's not
Right,
possible.
that's what I mean. Like that's why I drafted him. Like, you can give him a running start, and you say as soon as you
Jesus.
hike the ball, you just chuck it and just throw it up for him. He's out running everybody.
I'm just waiting for the entire defense just be in the end zone trying to slap down those throws every time.
Yeah, but then you're handing off to Derrick Henry, and he's just like, all right. Nobody wants to block me? Here I go. Or I'm sorry, who did we have? We had Saquon.
Christian McCaffrey.
No, Christian McCaffrey, that's right.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson.
Henry snaps it to him, then he hands it back to Derrick Henry.
It's back to I mean,
That's what I had in mind. What?
Flea flicker.
I don't think that would be a legal handoff. Actually, I don't think you can hand. Well, I
he
suppose
just has
different rules.
to take one step forward and turn around and
Just shovel
catch.
toss it.
Yep.
I'm surprised they only have one lineman though, because when my kids played, they had 3 linemen for flag football, and it was 7-on-7.
Yeah, the rules are kind of weird once you really start reading them.
Yeah.
But moving along into Geeks and Greeks news. This past weekend, we had the Night of Champions from Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia. Now, Pete, I gotta ask, what did you think of the Night of Champions?
You know, I'm overall disappointed, honestly. And, like, maybe it's because All In is coming, and I'm so freaking hyped for All In, and this was just a letdown. But, like, the only good match, like, the Rhea Ripley and Raquel match was good. And I liked it a lot. I had a lot of fun with it when Rhea got, like, tied up in the ropes and she was just, like, whipping her. And then, like, later on she pulled her studded belt off, started whipping Raquel with the studded belt. Like, it was insane. And I really liked that match, and I kind of feel like it stole the show a little bit. The Solo Sikoa Fatu match was good up until all the interference. It's the Bloodline, so of course there's going to be interference. There's new Tongans now. Like, this family, it's Timon Miller said it the best. The Bloodline storyline is going to go until long after we're all dead because that family is infinite. There's just so many members of that family. It's insane.
So is the Bloodline Tonga family just becoming the new NWO because they're just never-ending amount of them?
I mean, kind of. It actually reminds me more of, like, the Dark Order from, like, 2019, 2020 era, where, like, they just kept bringing out more people in masks, and, like, they had, like, all the, like, people, like, the Performance Center people, like, come out in masks and, like, form the chair for them and stuff like that. Like, it's starting to remind me of that. Like, you're just a massive cult. Everyone from Samoa is a member of this family. It's insane. Well, I just want to say, Asuka got robbed. The Queen of the Ring ending was absolute bullshit. Asuka put in like 20 straight minutes of offense. Jade gets none. Zero offense. All she's doing is countering and kicking out. She never got any offense at all. She does one Jaded out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, the match is over. It was the most bullshit ending. It was so anticlimactic. And, like, didn't Rey Mysterio, and the answer is yes, get a cease and desist about wearing Marvel characters? Like, he showed up looking like Wolverine at All In, and, like, he wears all these, like, Marvel-themed costumes to the point where they sent him a cease and desist, and Jade shows up dressed like Storm. She looked amazing. But, like, other than look amazing and one move, that was it. She didn't do anything else the entire night, and I'm so pissed about it. Asuka should have won. It's some bullshit.
I thought that fight was amazing because every time Asuka did some kind of weird gymnastics attack and she's like hanging on the upper half of Jade, I just kept hearing Deadpool in my head like, a little spider monkey.
I mean, she's like that, man. And Asuka's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Like, the fact that she didn't win that match is really disappointing to me. But yeah, Jade cut a nice little promo afterwards that I liked, so that's cool. It was a little corny, but wrestling's always a little corny, so...
So I gotta ask real quick, I think it was before the pay-per-view, what did you think about John Cena coming out to Doctor of Thugonomics in John Cena's old entrance?
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
Sorry, you go.
I went immediately back to when we were talking about the heel turn, and Adam goes, if he comes out to Thugonomics, I'm gonna be pissed. You can't kick Cody Rhodes in the dick and turn back the clock 20 years. That's not how this works.
Oh, man. I don't know. I thought Punk doing that, and then he did the whole rhyming talk. Adam wasn't quite rapping. It was great. I mean, this was probably the best feud of CM Punk's John Cena's return, and his farewell tour. And, like, it ended the right way. I don't understand why Adam Pearce isn't out there fighting the battle, because, like, they're trying to make it this big thing that John Cena's leaving with Raw's championship and there's not going to be a real champion anymore. And, like, Adam Pearce is supposed to be the general manager and be the one preserving the sanctity of all these things. So why is he not forcing John Cena to defend the belt? like consistently, because it was John Cena's second title defense in 69 days, which means it's less than every 30 days, which I thought was the rule. Maybe it wasn't the rule. I know it's wrestling. There are no really rules, but like, it's some bullshit that he's not making him wrestle more. And I don't understand it, because it's an angle to make it feel more important. Have your general manager care that the belt's going to go away. Like, why doesn't the general manager care at all?
Yeah. When I first saw that CM Punk came out to it, I thought it was absolutely hilarious, and I loved it, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm just being a mark for this, because I really wanted Cena to actually do this for real. And he never actually legitimately did it.
Yeah.
At least didn't put his real heart into it. And I don't know, I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'm just making too much of a big deal, but I thought it was hilarious. And like the whole rhyming talk, I'm like, we know Punk can't rap, so I'm cool with him not trying to actually rap anything. Like, but the rhyming talk, I thought, like, this is actually pretty good. I mean, we got a classic CM Punk promo that he actually rhymed everything together. I'm like, this is great.
And he didn't give up. Like, he went the whole promo, and it was good, like, 10 minutes of just talking in rhyme, which I gotta applaud him for.
Like, I mean, he came out with the throwback jersey, the long jean shorts, the brass knucks, and it even said "you suck" on it. Like, it was great.
No, it said drug free.
Oh, was it drug free?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Come on, man, it's CM Punk. You know him.
Yeah. I mean, he could have said anything. It was CM Punk.
Yeah. He had the lock on with the big ass thick chain. Oh, it was great.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was great. I'm like, this is like, why couldn't Cena do this?
Well, did you see the Cena mimicking the pipe bomb promo?
Yeah.
That was really good. I mean, that's John Cena's best promo since he's returned.
Yeah, and it's really cool to see these two bringing out the best of each other at the end.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's sad that it's taken these two to bring out the best in each other. Like, I don't know if this is, and it's funny because I don't know if this is something that because these two really haven't. I know Punk doesn't like Cena. He never has.
Right.
So I don't know if this is like legit just pent up aggression that they're kind of finally getting let out. And so now they're kind of bringing out the best. And, like, why couldn't we have gotten more of this back 10, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
But moving along to the world of the NBA, SGA got paid.
Hey.
Yeah, you did.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander signed a 4-year extension Supermax contract for $285 million, giving him the highest player salary in NBA history. Way to go.
Jeez.
Yeah, and the best part about this isn't even that. It's that before he signed the contract, he fired his agent, so he didn't have to pay his agent the agent's fees, and just had to pay a lawyer basically a $10,000 fee to sign to bring up to write the contracts up.
Yep,
that's it.
That's genius.
So he saved 4% of that contract.
Wow.
Not paying his agent by letting his agent go before he signed it.
SGA has announced publicly that all of his basketball-related dealings will be done in person, and all of his endorsement deals will still be done through agencies, but saved a buttload of money doing it that way, man. Way to go.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, who's going to look out for you better than yourself, though? You know?
Heck yeah.
I mean, I get it.
I mean, I get it. It's one of those things kind of too where at least for a lot of it though, there's so much that goes into a lot of these deals and everything else that you've got so much other stuff you're doing that you can't. It's so hard to be the one doing a lot of the business deals too.
Yeah.
Like there's so much other stuff going on. You kind of need someone to take care of a lot of that stuff. When it comes to this though, it's like, look, Max, there's no negotiating. I just want MVP.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Either it's Max or I'm walking.
Right.
Oh, heck yeah.
So
Not just MVP, MVP and the championship.
Yep.
Finals
the same
MVP.
year.
Well, what are the three things?
There's no real negotiation at this point. This was this one was easy.
My mind's blanking, but there was something he did this year where he got the MVP, and 2 other awards, and it's the first time, and it's the 4th time it's happened in history. And Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and it's these big names that are the only people that have done it, and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
I wonder. Let's see, because I wonder if it's fine. It's probably MVP, All-Star MVP, probably. Finals MVP, and he might have led. I know he also led the league in scoring too.
But yeah,
But I don't know if Magic Johnson ever led the league in scoring because that wasn't really Magic's thing.
I might be wrong on the Magic Johnson part.
I know Jordan did that a few different times.
Anyways,
So, but yeah, and I mean, and free agency this year has been insane
yeah.
because we've had. So Miles Turner from the Pacers left the Pacers. He signed with the Milwaukee Bucks. So he went up to Milwaukee and left the Pacers. And then the Pacers have released, not Pacers, the Bucks released Damian Lillard, and they're buying out the rest of his $110 million left on his contract.
Jeez.
And they're going to officially be paying him $20 million over the next 5 years. So it's like, so you're spending basically $50 million between Turner and Lillard. So it's crazy what's going on with that one. It's like, yeah, we've got, there's been stuff going on, man. It's nuts what's been going on with this. And free agency going on. Like, we got a lot of stuff going on. So, a lot of players getting signed, getting extensions. So, I mean, we've got a lot of just kind of minor deals. I mean, Denver trading Michael Porter Jr. to get for Cam Johnson and to get Cam Johnson, saving a lot of money there. They saved about $15 million, I think, towards their cap. And it's just, there's a lot.
So moving along to the last segment of the show, the trivia section, with a game I call Multi-Super Bowl Challenge. Now, there are 13 quarterbacks who have won multiple Super Bowls and been the starting quarterback for those Super Bowl wins. So while backup quarterback Blaine Gabbert has 2 Super Bowl rings, he's not on this list. Full disclosure, I was only able to name 10 of these guys. So my challenge to you is beat my score.
Done.
Between the two of you, working together, name 13 starting quarterbacks who have won 2 or more Super Bowls.
Let's go with the very first one, Bart Starr.
You're doing better than me. I didn't get Bart Starr. He had 2 Super Bowls, 66 and 67.
Hey, 1 and 2.
Yep, 1 and 2.
So we've got our obviouses like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning.
Tom Brady was 7. Peyton Manning with
Patrick Mahomes.
Eli Manning.
Patrick Mahomes, Eli Manning.
Jalen wasn't starting for 2. He didn't get 2. Troy Aikman.
Yep.
Troy
Aikman got 3.
Joe Montana.
Joe Montana got 4.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre only has 1.
Yeah.
1. Ben Roethlisberger.
Ben Roethlisberger only has 2.
Oh, he has 2? I thought he
got
only had
2.
1.
No, he's 2.
05 and 08.
Let's see.
Staubach.
Roger Staubach has 2.
There's somebody Are these like is the way this is set up is like the time frame of when they won? So like there's somebody between Aikman and Brady?
Yes.
Okay. So Staubach's in the 7.
Kurt Warner. Is he already on the list?
Kurt Warner only won in 99.
Who got 2 in the 2000s?
That's Joe Montana.
90s? Steve Young?
Steve Young only has 1. He was backup
only get 1?
quarterback
Okay.
for a lot of them, though.
What about Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson only has 1.
Mm-hmm.
Hasselbeck didn't get any. Somebody else won 2 in the Brady era. That's not Eli. Like, who else in that time frame won 2 besides a Manning? I'm trying to think.
What about Drew Brees?
Just 1.
Just 1?
He got, yeah.
2010. Or, sorry, 2009.
Nick Foles.
I wish.
Just the one.
He got the one, man.
He got the one.
I gotta go back in like the like 70s and 80s too. I'm trying to think who ran. Well, like he got 4 in the 80s. Len Dawson.
Just 69.
Ken Stabler.
Just 76.
Damn it. Oh, Terry Bradshaw.
Dang it.
Terry Bradshaw.
Terry
Hey.
Bradshaw has 4.
Jeez.
74, 75, 78, and 79.
Can we get the
Phil
last
Simms?
3?
Phil Simms only has 86.
Who was the quarterback of the Redskins back in the 80s? The black guy. I'm trying to think of his... I can't remember his name.
Trying to think who you're talking about.
No. That's gonna bug the crap out of me. Dennis Johnson popped my ass. Not right. That's a coach.
Joe Theismann?
Nah, Theismann was white.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he's another one that has 2. Because I'm pretty sure the Redskins got 2 back-to-back
Theismann's
in like
just
89.
82.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure the Redskins got 2 like in 89 and 90. Or like 88 and 89, something like that.
I will go ahead and tell you, Mark Rypien just got 91
Oh, okay.
for the Redskins.
It's not who I'm thinking of, but okay. Well, either way. I mean, maybe it is, and I don't remember his name, but this dude between Aikman and Brady is going to piss me off if I can't remember his name.
You're
Tied Tom, we've got to get him. Gotta get him.
You're absolutely gonna hate yourself if you don't get.
Oh, I'm sure I am.
Now, I will go ahead and tell you the 2 on the top row are 2 of them that I didn't get, so don't even worry about it. The one in the middle, though, that's one I got. Just to pour salt in the wound.
Well, we know it's not Jeff George. This is somebody from the... He's probably... Because I'm trying to think who won. Because Cowboys won, 49ers won. I can't think of any back-to-back champions.
I will tell you that the one in the middle is a back-to-back champion.
He's a back-to-back champion.
I haven't got a prayer, dude.
It's not Brad Johnson. It's not Rich Gannon because he didn't win. Brady got him back-to-back. Kurt Warner didn't get him back-to-back. He only got 1. It wasn't McNair. It wasn't Vic. It wasn't... McNabb. I'm trying to go through who actually won the Super Bowls. Oh, shoot.
Of the 3 remaining spots, you have a back-to-back Dolphins quarterback.
It wasn't Marino, because that's the set.
You have a back-to-back Raiders. Oh, sorry, it's not back-to-back, but the...
Ken Stabler. No, it's not Ken Stabler.
No, it's not Ken Stabler. Raiders on the top row, but they're not back-to-back, but they are 2 Raider wins. And do you want me to give you the clue for the middle? Because once I tell you, you're going to know.
Well, no, because that's going to give it away.
Yeah.
Because he's back-to-back. Okay. Because nobody else won in the 90s back-to-back. Because the 49ers and the Cowboys ran the 90s. Because, wait. Phil Simms?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't think so. I'm like, the Giants went, but I don't remember if they won.
Phil Simms is just 86.
Okay. Because the Cowboys...
AFC West. There
Damn
it
it.
is.
John Elway.
There it is.
John Elway. God damn it.
Because 98, 99.
I should have known that.
I should have known that one a lot faster, too.
And you guys just want to give up on the last two?
Yeah, I can't think of that far back.
You got Bart Starr, and that's one I missed. But
Yeah, I
the
would
other
have gotten Bart Starr.
the other two I missed were Jim Plunkett for the Raiders and Bob Greasy for the Dolphins.
I'm not going to lie, I don't know either of those names.
I
Neither
know
did I.
both names. I know both names. Bob Greasy's son, Brian Greasy, played in the NFL when we were watching for a while. Because Brian Greasy played for the Broncos not long after Elway retired. Because Jake Plummer came in, I think they drafted, or Brian Greasy came in after that. I recognize the name Jim Plunkett, I just never remember it. So,
See, I got everything on the bottom two rows plus Bradshaw and Staubach. I missed the other three.
you missed Bradshaw?
No, I got Bradshaw and Staubach.
Bradshaw and stuff like yeah, you missed. Yeah, I'm like, Bart Starr, the dude that started it off.
Yeah, I didn't. I missed Bart Starr, and I was so mad at myself about it.
I can't believe I forgot about Elway. Yeah, I totally spaced on the 2 Broncos Super Bowl run.
Who cares about the Broncos anyway?
Hey, man, all good Colts become Broncos
I mean,
someday.
that's fair.
Uh,
It's fair.
It still hurts.
hey, you know what? At least he got another Super Bowl because he wouldn't have gotten it in Indy.
It's true.
You're probably right.
Can you imagine what Thanksgiving would be like if Eli had 2 rings and Peyton only had 1?
Yeah.
Could you imagine the quarterback competitions would be going on in that backyard still to this day if that were to happen?
Yep. Either one of them would have a broadcasting career because they'd still be just out back trying to figure out who's the better quarterback.
Peyton wouldn't let him leave the house till he won.
Oh, crap.
I couldn't imagine what that would be like, man. That'd be almost pseudo-terrifying.
See, my biggest question is, do they have a no football rule when it comes to family dinners? Is it like
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
It's not possible in that family.
you don't
right.
have anything else to talk about?
Right, like, I mean, like, that family revolves around football. Like, that's where their money came from.
Yeah.
For 2 generations, going on 3.
Can I say gonna be in 3 now, because Arch is making a shit ton of money in Texas.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably gonna make more money there in NIL deals than he will for his rookie year. It's Texas, man. Those dudes will pay out the nose for football players.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like, I mean, I don't know what he's making, but I would bet he's probably making at least $5 million this year. Be my guess. Like I said, I don't know if that's something we can. I mean, I don't know if it's public.
I mean, if that's the case, why the hell did people think he was going to enter the draft early? Because it's like,
Arch Manning is making an estimated $6.6 million from
Jesus
his NIL.
Christ. Why would they think
Gotcha.
he would enter the draft early and leave college if he's making that and hasn't finished out his college career? Like, that's ridiculous.
And it didn't even
6.6.
start. I mean, he started some, but he didn't even start the whole season.
Doesn't need to if he's making that kind of money.
Right, dude? Did you see that Paul Feinbaum said that Arch Manning's the greatest college quarterback since Tim Tebow?
Ooh,
Oh God.
I mean, could you make a different comparison, please?
I mean,
Anybody
to be
else?
fair, to be fair though, in college Tebow was a really good quarterback.
Okay, fair.
He did specifically say college quarterback.
All right. That's all right. Yeah, you're right.
But like at the same time, like dude hasn't even started a full season yet. Like let's pump the brakes. And if he was that generation of a quarterback, he would have been starting last season over Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, but he's a Manning, didn't you know? He's a Manning.
He would have been starting if he was a generational type
because
quarterback.
it was like Game 6 this year before Manning got to start. Is that right? Am I
I
remembering that
forget
right?
when he started. I know he started a good amount of games, but it's like
Yeah, but
he didn't finish the season under center though. I know that. They went back to Quinn Ewers. So it's like, to me, if he's a generational quarterback, it doesn't matter if you also have a 5-star quarterback. If he's that much better and a generational talent, you're starting the generational talent. And guess what? The rest of the team doesn't care because they want to win, and the generational talent gives you the best chance to win the game.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying I think we throw out generational talent way too much nowadays. So, but I think that's about it for us this week. Do we have any final thoughts, guys?
I want to give a congratulations to Roxanne Perez again for joining Judgment Day and just being handed a championship when she did. And that team looks pretty good, decked out in gold. So, happy enough for it.
I got 3 things. First is congrats to Chase Elliott for winning the Quaker Stake 400 in Atlanta this weekend. Way to go. Fans of the Geeks and Greeks podcast may remember back at the Christmas special where my NHL wish was for the cast of the Mighty Ducks to come out in the new Ducks jerseys. That didn't happen, but at the NHL draft this year, we did get the actor who played Charlie and Connie to come out in the Ducks jerseys and read the name of the number 10 pick that the Ducks had. So, the right direction.
Well, that's pretty cool.
And my final thing is happy Bobby Bonilla Day. If you don't know the story of Bobby Bonilla, and I'm butchering that name, I'm sure. He was released from the Mets in 2000 with deferred payments on the remainder of his $6 million contract, with the deal that he would be paid $1.2 million starting in 2011 and going to 2035. Jesus. So, for the next 10 years, starting in 2011 and going to 2035, every July 1st is Bobby Bonilla Day, where he gets his paycheck from the Mets for $1.2 million. And he hasn't played since 2000.
Oh, man.
And this is what started deferred payments in the Major League Baseball.
Yep.
Happy Bobby Bonilla Day.
How do I get this deal?
Become a Major League Baseball player. I think you're a little late there, pal.
And that your contract's coming up due when they really need the cap space for someone else.
I gotta love Bobby Bonilla Day. It's one of the greatest days ever. I love how it's almost a national holiday, and the dude's hasn't played in 25 years.
God.
I mean, we're gonna have the same thing for dudes like Shohei Ohtani, though. I mean, Ohtani stuff is so far deferred out, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What was his contract, like $300 million or some bonkers number like that?
Oh, yeah. I can't even remember what it was, but yeah, it's something crazy like that. 700.
Yep, you beat me to it.
And most of it's deferred.
Oh, jeez. Deferred out to 2034?
Yep. Because this year, he only counts $2 million against the cap. So he's only making $2 million.
His payments from 2034 to 2043.
Yeah. He's making from 2034 to 2043, he's making $68 million a year.
Jesus. That's amazing.
Yeah, so from 2024 till 2024 to 2033, he's going to make $2 million.
Dude.
And then from 2034 to 2043, he's going to make $68 million a year.
Oh, gosh.
Yep. And he has a full no-trade clause.
Wow.
So even if they want to trade him, he's got to approve it.
He won't. He's got the gravy train. Why would he?
Because by the time 2033 hits, he'll be 38 years old. So if he wants to keep playing, he can. If he doesn't, he can retire and collect the $68 million a year.
Jesus.
Yeah. So who says baseball doesn't pay?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, hey man, and this all stems from Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah.
In 2000.
Pioneer.
One of the greatest pioneers ever. All right, but I think that's going to be about it for us this week, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode of the Geeks and Greeks podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Geeks and Greeks. Don't forget to reach us at Gmail at geeksandgreeks365@gmail.com. Until next time, may the coin toss of life ever be in your favor. Later, guys.
See ya.
Peace.